We're on track now. Okay, please join me in reciting the Shin Buddhist Life Principles. Entrusting the vow of the Buddha, calling out the Buddha's name, I will pass through the journey of life with strength and joy. Revering the light of the Buddha, reflecting upon my imperfect self, I will strive to live a life of gratitude. Following the teachings of the Buddha, discerning the right path, I will share the true Dharma with all. Rejoicing in the compassion of the Buddha, respecting and aiding all sentient beings, I will work towards the welfare of society and the world. Now let's okay. Next, we will recite Senbujo, the three respectful callings, and we'll ask Sensei to start.
Okay, we will start chanting Sambujo. Yeah. Namanda, but Namanda. Now we will start chanting 十世下。ガーゴンチョセイガンヒシムジョドシガンフマンゾセフジョショガガオムリョコ不意大聖主不祭小便具政府上昇がが市場仏道妙所長寺法空教未証門政府上昇が利欲寺少年上映主本業シグム浄土一生天にし人力縁内公不詳無才道少女三苦名交際集約難回避自営芸名詞公も案閉塞小悪道通達全宗門高僧上満蔵異様老寺法日学修十期天候不言異種解放像公正空読法上大修十説法四四空空用一切分具足習得法元年心上満得意三害を妙仏無下地通達未不詳願学営利投資最小尊志願や効果大戦王感動航空商店に東内妙見ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダ 나만다부 간이시그도그 묘도세이사이 노유홍보다이신 오유조유 안나고 나만다 부츠 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 나만다.
Please join me in reading the English translation of Juseke. I have established the all-surpassing vows and will unfailingly attain supreme enlightenment. If these vows should not be fulfilled, may I not attain perfect enlightenment. If for countless kalpas to come, I should not become a great benefactor and save all of the destitute and afflicted everywhere, may I not attain perfect enlightenment. When I have fulfilled the Buddha way, my name shall pervade the 10 quarters. Should there be any place that it is not heard, may I not attain perfect enlightenment. Freed from greed and with deep right-mindedness and pure wisdom, I will perform the sacred practices in pursuit of supreme enlightenment and become the teacher of devas and humans. Emitting a great light with my majestic power, I will completely illuminate the boundless worlds. Dispelling thereby the darkness of the 3 defilements, I will deliver all beings from suffering and affliction. Having acquired the eye of wisdom, I will remove the darkness of blind passions. Blocking the path to the evil realms, I will open the gate to the good realms. When my practice and merits are fulfilled, my majestic brilliance shall reach everywhere in the 10 quarters, outshining both the sun and the moon. Even the heavenly lights shall be hidden and obscured. For the sake of all beings, I will open forth the Dharma store and universally bestow the treasures of virtue upon them. Among them, the multitudes of beings, I will always preach the Dharma with a lion's roar. Making the offering to all Buddhas, I will acquire the roots of virtue. With my vows fulfilled and wisdom perfected, I will be the hero of the 3 worlds. Like your unimpeded wisdom, O Buddha, Lokis Vasharaja, I'm sorry, my wisdom shall reach everywhere and illuminate all. May the power of my virtue and wisdom be equal to that of yours, O most honored one. If these vows are to be fulfilled, the great 1,000 worlds will shake in accord, and from the sky, all of the devas will rain down rare and wondrous flowers. I would like to now introduce Yoshimuchi Sensei for his Dharma talk. It's been so long since we've seen him. I'm even saying his name incorrectly. I'm so sorry, Sensei. I'm so happy to see you. We've missed you so much. I can't say for all of us. It's been way too long. It's unfortunately with COVID and everything else. But we're so glad to have you back. I'll let you take over.
Thank you very much, Chris. Yeah, my name is Yoshimichi Ouchi, but you don't have to pronounce that correctly. It's okay. No one mind. Or some temple member calls me Ouchi, like O-U-C-H-I without I is ouch, right? So like Itai sensei, like ouch sensei sounds not good, but it's okay. And thank you very much for warm welcome. And I think you saw my picture, like I had long hair. Now I shave it, shave or buzz cut. And I recommend this hairstyle to you. Like no, I don't have to buy. Thank you so much again. Yeah, this is my old picture. Yeah, I was 25 years old when I had lots of hairs or long hairs. Anyway, sorry, I started my Dharma talk. Sorry. Um, it's been a while since I last saw you all. As you know, I was absent from the temple because I have had a visa issue since last year. But I finally got my new visa from Canadian government last month. I'm so happy to be here and to see you again. First of all, I would like to apologize to Hamilton Buddhist Temple members who lost their loved ones while I wasn't in the temple. If you allow me, I would like to visit the resting place of your loved one and place my hand together. During my absence, I received many emails and letters from the temple members. They encouraged me a lot. And when I was reading them, I felt that I seriously want to do my best again for the temples. I'd like to thank you all and place my hand together from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, could you hear? Could you hear? Okay. And today we have chanted Jusei Sutra for the first time in almost 1 year. So I have chanted. I hope you chanted in your house the Jusei Sutra, but no pressure. When I was chanting, I thought back to 1 year ago. Before or after the Buddhist service, we stayed in the another room and we had tea and snack. Then we talked about, weather or lifestyle or about the teaching of the Buddha in that room. It was such a precious day. However, as you know, COVID-19 has made it difficult for us to visit the culture center and hold the Buddhist service out there. Unfortunately, we cannot gather as before, but likely you are using the internet today and you can attend the service. Oh, sorry, internet is not working well. Still, it's moving? Okay, sorry. And you can attend the service to listen to Jodo Shinshu teaching in your house. It's so great. I hope I will be able to meet you and talk with you in Culture Center soon. But please be safe and stay well and keep smile. While I was absent from the temple, I mostly stayed in my apartment. I read Buddhist books as many as possible. The time off helped me a lot to learn and to reconfirm the teaching of the Buddha. When I read that book, I understood how very important it is to keep reading and studying teaching of the Buddha throughout my life. When I was a junior high school student, my father, he is a Buddhist minister. My father told me to read books about Buddhism and Shinran Shoni as much as possible. But I didn't like reading books, and especially I didn't have an interest in Buddhism at that time. And I was not happy because my father already decided my life. Sounds like I had to become a Buddhist minister in his temple. But then I asked him when I could finish reading and studying Buddhism. He responded with just one word. He said, forever, so never stopped. I came to understand his message while I was absent from the temple because I reached for the Shin Buddhist books without thinking about it. In those books, there was so much knowledge and wisdom. But I realized that without life experience, I was only get one piece of the much larger puzzle. That is Buddhism. Shin Buddhism should not be as just a piece of knowledge. It must be part of our life. Because of that, I realized how much I had received opportunity to learn the teaching of the Buddha from the temple members, not only from the books. In the past, I have talked about the Buddha Dharma at Sunday services. However, my Dharma talks were mostly from a Buddhist book. Of course, a Buddhist minister must read and learn the sutra and teaching of the Buddha. But we also need to have experience and contact with the wonderful story of not only Buddhist minister, but also the Buddhist members. When I became a Tokudo minister, which is the first stage of becoming a Jodo Shinshu Buddhist minister, one of my senseis told me that I wasn't a Buddhist minister, even though I had received the Tokudo license from Nishi Honganji. Actually, I didn't understand what he meant at the time. A couple years later, I received my Kyoshi license, which is the second stage of becoming a Jodo Shinshu Buddhist minister. The sensei told the new Kyoshi minister that we shouldn't proudly call ourselves sensei, even though the temple member called us sensei. And 4 years ago, I finally became a Kaikyoshi, overseas Buddhist minister in Canada. And the temple member called me sensei, sensei. But whenever I heard that title, I remembered my sensei's word. Eventually, I came to understand what he had been trying to say. His message was that a minister is nurtured by the Buddhist members. It is difficult for me to call myself a sensei when in my mind the members are my sensei. It is the members who make a Buddhist minister, and we call it osodate ni azukaru in Jodo Shinshu. Let me give you an example. When I meet temple members, they kindly share their good memory and happy story with me, and we sometimes talk for hours about the teaching of the Buddha. It is such a great time for me. At the same time, I sometimes have to meet families who have lost their loved ones. Of course, those families often feel suffering and have deep sadness. However, I have met some families who were already prepared and accepted to lose someone in their life because they had understood that our life is uncontrollable and nothing in our life lasts forever. That is part of the teaching of the Buddha. Moreover, most of them have received Amida Buddha's wisdom and compassion. The wisdom reminds us of our self-ego, and compassion let us know that Amida Buddha accepts us just as we are, even if we cannot remove the self-centered ego. And they place their hand together to Amida Buddha and say Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. When I hear that from the family, I am sure that the family is nurtured by the light of Amida Buddha's wisdom, and they naturally press their hand together to Amida Buddha's compassion because they know Amida Buddha says, your happiness is my happiness. Your suffering is my suffering. In this way, my hands are praised together by their stories. They nurtured me as a Buddhist minister. And lastly, I would like to read Shinran Shonin's word from Ken Jodo Shinjitsu Kyogyosho Monrui. Reverentially entrusting myself to the teachings, practice, and realization that are the true essence of the Pure Land Way. I am especially aware of the profundity of the Tathagata's benevolence. Here I rejoice in what I have heard and extol what I have received. Yeah, I am happy to be back here, and we still have to keep social and physical distance because of COVID-19. But I believe our heart can stay connected because we feel Amida Buddha's compassion and we know Buddha Dharma. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sensei. It's so great to have you back. If I would like to introduce Frances Campbell. She is going to lead us in the Golden Chain.
Thank you, Chris. Okay, everyone, please recite with me the Golden Chain of Love. I am a link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. May I be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. May I think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida. Namo Amida. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Frances. Okay, announcements. So on behalf of the Buddhist Temple, I would like to thank Yoshi Sensei for today's Dharma talk, the Toronto Buddhist Church for supporting our temple and providing us with Yoshi Sensei. We are grateful to the support from Toronto Buddhist Church, the JSBTC National Board, and the ministers and temples across Canada. We recognize the loss of funds due to our temples being closed due to the pandemic. We will strive to support them as well. Next page. So our next service will be Sunday, December the 13th at 1. That's our Bodhi Day in December Shotsuki. Sunday, January 10th at 1 p.m. And we're going to continue the services online as for the foreseeable future. So thank you all for coming out. The next page, donations, which we encourage, may be made the following ways. Via check, made out to the temple, but mailed to our address. So just care of April at our Hamilton address. Or you can go through CanadaHelps.org, and the link is there. And they do take a small fee towards the credit card processing, but they are very good because they will issue an instant receipt too. So if you prefer to do it that way, whichever is easier for you, just bear in mind the check may take a few weeks for April to get to the bank if you do send us a check. Again, okay. So this brings the formal portion of our service to a close. Thank you all again for attending. Please put your hands together in Gasho and join me. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu. Right. Thank you, everyone. I think we're going to open it up for a couple of minutes just for chat.